let's get right into the music. So, guys, do not cry for me, Argentina. This is what Holly is saying. Holly is resilient, guys. Holly is strong. Holly is saying, it's all about my music. You know the reason why Holly has not made a response to the breakup. So if you guys don't know who Holly Bailey is, she starred in the live remake of The Little Mermaid, guys. She was a Disney princess. She had a baby with her blogger, rapper, boyfriend DDG, right? And so basically the baby's not even a year old and they're calling it quits. So I got you guys up to speed. But she was a young mother. I think they got together when she was around 22 years old. She had little baby Halo less than a year ago, and now they are separated, right? So Holly is saying, because Holly's been quiet throughout this whole thing. Holly is saying because my she's saying my apology. So Holly is giving reference to some sort of apology. She's saying my apology is going to be in my music, right? And what this apology is, I feel as if Holly is writing a love letter to herself. Also, Holly is writing a love letter to Halo, but primarily this is beautiful. She's healing and she's using music as a catalyst. So she's saying the reason why you guys have not heard an official statement from me is because I'm channeling this through my music. The statement will be in my music. I'm going to let my music speak for itself. And I see Holly writing a love letter to herself, to her younger self. This is in a way, she's almost doing some sort of like therapy work, right, on herself. She went right into protection mode, right? Protecting herself. This is what she's doing right now. I'm going to channel more messages because I really feel very strongly that Holly's energy is coming through, and I'm going to do that just by doodling here. So give me a moment to do that. Mm. Okay, so what she's saying is there was two main incidents that led up to this. Both of them involved DDG allegedly cheating on her. They were very huge wounds, scars. One is a lot bigger than the other. I get a sense that Holly is measuring, right, these situations. Guys, she is, because of her age, right, and her experience, she is young and a little naive, but we were all young and naive at 22, 23, 24, like we were all, but she is absolutely wising up, guys. Okay, that was weird. There was some like interference. I hope I'm still recording. But you see, there's the interference. I just got done saying that there was two cheating. These were two incidents where this person was cheating, DDG allegedly. And this is an interruption. She's like, how can I have a relationship with you if you are not being loyal, you're not being faithful? There's nothing that I can actually, we can't even begin to even build until this interruption. And spirit shows me as like something being outside, like wires outside. And when it rains, it's a potential for like when it rains and when it thunders and lightning happens, you could potentially get struck by the lightning, right? By the lightning rod. So this is how spirit shows it to me. This is how she's viewing her relationship. It wasn't a safe place. After the second, spirit shows me both incidents, right? And these incidents, you got to understand, spirit shows it to me in like blocks of time. So one I feel was months ago, at least 6 months ago, right? And it was a whole block of time. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, kind of 7 signs that Holly was getting through this block of time, this like month period, that she was kind of picking up on a lot of signs. And she also did see messages. I'm hearing she saw messages, and she forgave. after she scolded him, she forgave. But now the situation came back around. And I see that Holly's fuse was a lot shorter this time. She actually got the same amount of messages, but it didn't take her as long this time to say, I'm done. So, as if that one was like a month period where she was gathering the signs, this one was quick. This one could have been in a matter of 3 days. She must have contemplated this for a matter of 3 days. She was done. I see her measuring both situations, and I see her now that their family was growing together, the baby's growing. I see her weighing this situation a lot heavier than the first time around, right? And those are the only times that she actually felt. She picked up because she's very intuitive, both her and her sister, that she picked up on this. This has been happening throughout the relationship, but these were the main two catalysts, right, to the split. And so Holly, she gave it maximum 3 days. She set on the information for a maximum of 3 days. And I do believe he said one thing to her, and she was, you know how somebody, when it's not like you're not already done, but someone could just say one final thing and it could rub you the wrong way. And then you're just like, that's it. This is kind of what happened. I think he tried to get out of it. He tried to, tried to hide it, tried to cover it. And he said something stupid to her. And she was like, no, that's it. No, she's done. She's done. For now, she's done. This is the current energy, right? And so let me tap back in and see what she's doing with her music, guys. Guys, in case you don't watch my channel, and by the way, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I do energy healing, right? And I read energy. So that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm kind of gathering the energy, and I might need to go into a bit of a light language, but that's what I'm doing right now, guys. Okay, Holly is making some sort of reference to bagpipes. Bagpipes, guys. So I know that that's an instrument, right? And it's interesting. I wonder if this has some sort of like spiritual meaning. I'm gonna look that up. Because if you notice like a bagpipe, it's like something that takes in air and then you can let it out. You can control how much air kind of comes out. That's kind of my memory of a bagpipe. Um, this is also too, I think this is popular in, I think is it Ireland? I think they use the bagpipe. Um, but I'm not sure if she's going to be playing around with new sounds, you know? Give me a second. Okay, so I'm looking up the spiritual meaning of bagpipes. It says traditionally bagpipes are thought to possess mystical powers. Supposedly, they are the instrument that can be heard in heaven. A piper and the sound of the bagpipes helps to direct departed souls towards heaven's gates. Okay, wow. So that's the spiritual meaning of that. So this bagpipe energy I'm picking up on this is Holly, don't get it twisted, even though she's not saying anything. She's in deep, deep, deep pain, deep sadness, deep tears, guys. Her tears have reached the heavens. This is what I'm getting. Her tears have conjured up ancestors, mystical beings. Like this is the power that she possesses, but that doesn't surprise me because I did another reading about her and her sister. They are from a different star system, right? They are actually a different species. So the power of not just Holly tear, but a power of a woman's tears, right? And so I want you guys to understand that there's always someone listening. Even if you feel you don't have friends, you don't have family, you don't have money, you don't have a house, you on the side of the road. I am telling you, I'm a living testament. When the pain gets so bad And when you cry out for help, there will always be someone that will meet your tears on the other side in the unseen realms. There will be ancestors, there will be God, there will be source, right? There will be someone to offer assistance. You're never alone, guys. You're never alone. And this is what is going on. This is why I'm picking up on the bagpipes, right? So, but also too, this same energy, this same tears she's pouring into her music, guys. I can't wait to hear what's being created right now from Halle. I cannot wait. This is going to be so authentic, guys. You thought she was authentic before. This is going to be so authentic. And in another way, too, this is a way to silence the haters, guys. She makes a hit record. Well, and she turns this pain into power, into passion. Then it's a way to silence the haters. Because had it not been for this situation, she would not have this hit record that is to come. That is to come. This is beautiful energy. So her tears have reached heaven's gates. The metaphor. But this is how deep she's been crying. So don't think because she hasn't said anything that she's not healing and hurting. She is, but this love letter, I feel that this song is a love letter to herself, to her younger self, and to her future selves, right? This is so highly spiritual and multidimensional, what the energies that she's tapping into. There's no way that Halle could be who she's supposed to be without going down into the depths of her soul to pull this through. You guys have to understand. You guys are mocking her. Some people, and I'm gonna get on y'all too, because ain't nobody gonna mess with my baby girl, Halle, okay? Because I saw her, an image of her pregnant back in February of last year. And it came true. I'm very much connected to her as a soul and her son as a soul. And I'm gonna save that. I just heard something else. I just heard daughter too, so there could be another pregnancy. Um, there could be, but I'm gonna leave that there. I mean, maybe they'll get back together. Maybe she will have another child. I do feel Halle is prone to have more boys than actual girls, so it'll be surprising if it is a girl. But I am just seeing that there could be. You know, you guys have to understand we live in timelines. There's different timelines. This timeline, Halle got cheated on and found her self-worth, healed herself, took her power back, and made a lot of money and inspired millions of people around the world, right? There's another timeline. Well, yeah, she did the same thing, but now she got back with her baby daddy, but she didn't put out the hit songs, right? It's all timelines. And so we all have multiple options here. No one is stuck. So when people are saying she's left a baby mama, a single mother, well, she a single mother, then he a single dad. It goes the same thing. I am so tired of people, especially these red pill men talking about, oh, I never date no single mother, and these single mothers are running amok again. Well, if she's a single mother, then whoever got her pregnant is a single father. Like we have to start assigning that to them. They are single fathers. And it's worse because most of them do not have their kids all the time. So I'm not saying it's deadbeat, but if someone else is doing 70% of the work and you're showing up on the weekends and holidays and summer break, then not only are you a single father, but you're really not contributing all that you should be contributing, right? You're just doing the bare minimum of what the courts say typically. I mean, shout out to all the beautiful fathers, like my own father, my own daddy, what I call him. My daddy is what, 80 years old, thriving, amazing, was always there for us. And there was 10 of us, 10 kids. So there are some amazing fathers, always showed up, always was working, always provided, like beautifully, spotless, right? But There are some fathers like that, but there are a lot of fathers who are constantly saying single mother this and that when you are a single father, sir. Okay, let's get that straight. And for the women too. And I'm gonna get back into the reading girl, but I just got to get this off my chest. And especially, I'm going to say this, there's been a lot of people, and especially, I mean, this is a Black issue, right? You know, because they're a love couple in the Black community. So maybe that's why there's more Black people speaking out about this. But I'm going to say, I've watched a few videos from Black women, and I'm highly disappointed because the first thing they want to say is, I told you so. The first thing you think to say when someone separates and got their heart ripped out, and both of their hearts are broken, because even the person who does the affliction, who causes it, they're still brokenhearted. Of course, that's why he cheated, because he didn't want to get caught. He didn't want to lose his relationship, right? And so there is a level of hurt and pain, and I would beg to say that he's even more hurt than her. Right. But what I'm saying is the first thing these women got on their platform is to say, I told you this was going to happen. I told you you was too young to be having this baby. Well, let me tell you this. And it's like these women don't remember when they were 21, 22, 23, 24, and they were going through their first relationship. Apparently, this is her first relationship, her first true relationship, true boyfriend. And I know I was stupid at that age. And half the stuff that happened to Halle, more happened to me is what I'm trying to say. Halle didn't go through half of the stuff that I had to go through at, the age of 21 and 22 when I entered my first relationship. This was like horrific, right? But you don't understand because it's your first true experience. So the only way to grow, guys, all y'all talking about, I told you so. I told you you was going to end up a baby mama. The only way to grow is to experience. And I know what you're thinking. Well, she didn't actually have to have the baby. Oh, so now the real issue is coming. I'm going to tell you, the real issue is that most women would have had an abortion. This is the real issue. They wanted Halle to go and murder that baby. That is what they mean when they're talking about why you have this baby. Well, obviously she's already pregnant. So the only option at that point is either have the baby or get an abortion. Or the other option before that was to abstain from sex. Most of y'all was not abstaining from sex. Most of y'all was having sex when y'all was in freaking, what do you call it? What's that school called? Middle school. I knew girls having sex up in middle school. Like most of y'all, before you graduated high school, y'all was already having sex. And so why are y'all acting new to this? Like y'all don't know how it goes. You can literally get pregnant on your first time. There's people who get pregnant on their first time having, having sexual relations. That can happen. So it's like the first thing you think to do is to tell someone that's going through heartbreak is, I told you so. That's demonic. That's absolutely demonic. You didn't send out a prayer. You didn't hold a meditation. You didn't do a clearing for her. You sat on your platform with your 3 kids, by the way. Most of these people are, single mothers. And you're talking about someone as if you ain't been through the same thing. Like that, girl, that's strange to me. I don't have anything against single mothers or single fathers. Halle could have had that abortion. And to be honest with you, that would have made all y'all women happy. That's the truth. The truth is that's what they did. A lot of these people had 2, 3, 4, 5 abortions before they even had their child. They're just like, I can't keep having abortions. She chose to, or they'll go to the doctor, get the day after pill or something like that. So even that is aborting the baby, even before it's seeded, because you have the intentions to kill. That's what we don't want to talk about. Y'all wanted her to kill the baby. And when she said, no, I choose life, y'all went against her. That's the gag. This is what we don't want to talk about. If Halle killed that baby, these women, these same women talking about "I told you so" would be applauding because now she could truly be just like them. It takes a princess. It takes, do you know how scared this I'm gonna call her a little girl because she's still a child at 20, because I'm thinking about myself at that age. Yeah, I may appear to be grown, but I wasn't. At 21, 22, 23, you are still you're still learning yourself. There's no way you could have it all together. So the fact that she chose life because she could have easily chose death, but she chose the light makes a lot of these people talking angry. Even these men too. Y'all not exempt from these men talking on their platforms. It makes them angry because most people want you to choose death. That's the truth. They want you to choose death. They want you to keep aborting, especially in the Black community. Y'all keep talking about how the Black community is under attack and they're killing us, but you are helping going to the abortion clinic. Stop helping. Show that you love self. And then we can work on that. Yeah, we're going to work and eradicate that anyway. But don't you be part of the demise of your own self as well. Do you see what I'm saying? That's just a teaching moment. So we have to look at the man in the mirror first. And most of y'all would have chosen death. And that's why y'all mad and angry. And that's the truth. And now there's some other people talk about, well, she was the princess. She had so many opportunities. She blew it. Well, now you're worshiping money over a life. It's the same thing. Now you're saying Halle should have chosen money and a title on a film over life because y'all would have done it. And then you get on your platform and talk down about this little girl, this young woman, let me say, as if you're not sitting with at least 2 kids in the background. And I'm not even going to go into how many baby daddies. That's for you to know. I don't care about that. Like, hypocrisy is on another level. This all I'm saying. Like, it's really crazy to me. So Halle said, look, I know I could lose out on opportunities. Halle didn't choose money. She didn't even choose fame. She chose life. And this is why y'all mad. And this is the same thing. Everybody mad about Diddy. Oh, he's doing this and that. But nobody cares about children. You see, y'all trying to smurder little baby Halo. Yeah, that's what y'all wanted her to do. And that's why y'all angry. That's the truth. That's just a message for everyone. So when you see these celebrities getting caught now from all this stuff they're doing to children, well, what have you done to the children? Ma'am and sir? How many abortions have you paid for, sir? For your girlfriends and your jump offs to get abortions? How many have you paid for? You are part of the problem. But because Halle chose life, oh, Halle got a problem. Woe to those who call good evil and evil good. This is your correction. It's your correction. We're supposed to choose life. She did the right thing. She chose life. Now, just because you would have chose death doesn't mean you have to get on here and demean her because she chose life. Okay? And I'm giving it to y'all in that sort of way, harshly, so you can get a different perspective, right? And furthermore, because you guys know I deal in the spirit realm, you guys got to zone out and understand something about souls, soul contracts, soul families, soul groups. You got to understand this thing about when someone is born here. How egotistical of people to sit here and say, Halle should have not had that baby. She should have murked the baby. She should have even taken that day after pill that murks the baby. You're not getting out of this. Even that is murking the baby. So that is also too, the wages of sin is death. So I know I'm getting off track here, but I feel strongly that this is an important message because a soul, guys, We've already contracted ourselves to be here. This is what you guys have to know about the spirit realm. You choose your birth date, you choose your mother, you choose your father, you choose your siblings, you choose the job you're going to have, you choose the pain you're going to cause other people, you choose the pain you're going to inflict on yourself. You choose these things for soul growth and expansion. And you sit on your platform talking about she should have murked her son when it was already in God's plan. Are you God? Are you Source? This was Source's plan. You think you bigger than Source? You bigger than God's plan? This is what these people think. I told you not to have that baby. I told you to murder your baby. Huh? That's the translation of that. I told you was going to be a single mother. Should have killed that baby. This is the translation. This is what people are truly saying. They may not understand that they're saying it, but at the core, this is what they're saying. There's one or two options. You either have the baby or you murk the baby. She chose to have the baby and to give Halo life. And people are mad because she chose life. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm not like a person that likes to do all this celebrity stuff, but when there is a true spiritual meaning, then I think it's good to showcase what's going on a larger scale. And this is why the P. Diddy's of the world can live, is because of every single person like y'all online talking about how she shouldn't have had this baby. She should have murked this baby. Then when you see Diddy doing his shenanigans and abusing children, doing unthinkable things to people, then you know why it's allowed to happen. Check your own heart first. Check your own heart space. Check to see if your heart is lighter than a feather. I guarantee you it ain't. I guarantee you it ain't. So Halle did what Lauryn Hill did. Lauryn Hill was what, 23 when she had her first son. And what the record executives tell her, she even made a song. I think it was Zion. They told her to get rid of it, but she chose life. She chose life, not death. And she had one of the biggest records. Halle, I want you to listen to me, baby girl. I want you to listen to me. You take this pain and turn it into purpose and bring us a miseducation of what was Lauryn Hill's album called? The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I think something to that extent. You bring us a beautiful body of work, because I feel when I listen to your music, I can feel the soul. I can feel the galactic sing. Your music reaches beyond this realm. It is mystical, it's magical, it's beautiful, it's cosmic. So my prayers for you, my prayers, Halle, is that you channel all this energy to your work and give us the greatest work of your life. I really want you to bring back rock and roll. I really want you to bring a Lenny Kravitz essence. You are so versatile, Halle. You're so versatile. Your soul is needed here. See that, guys, this is how you speak life. You speak life. She chose life. I'm speaking life into her. Speak life. This is how we show people their corrections. See, the way Source loves, Source is loving corrections, guys. This is how Source shows us. Source, even though Source is bringing pain to redirect our path. And mind you, this is all Source's work. This is the work of the ancestors. If Source say, okay, you've learned what you need to learn through this situation, time to move to higher ground, time to move. They will cause the situations. They'll actually make it so that phone is sitting there open when that password has been on for a whole year. But the day you walk in that room, that password is off and the whole thing is open for you to see. this is what will happen. This is exactly what will happen. This is what's happening. And sometimes, yes. Will she go back? Yes, I do see it. She will go back. But it will take some time. Guys, we have to detach from energy. That takes time. I work with energy. I help people detach from energy. It takes a long time, especially when you are in a relationship. One thing you guys have to know, when you're intimate with someone, there is an astral tube that gets created in the cosmic realm. That astral tube stays open for 12 years. So it's like, it's a tube that's open on both ends. This partner can talk to the other partner. They can send energetic signals back and forth to each other. So it's going to take her some time. Now, mind you, it's even worse when you've been in the relationship much longer, right? It's going to take her some time to shut that down. It takes anybody time to really truly heal. And that's what she's going to do. And just know when she goes back, it's all part of her really leaving. Because sometimes you have to keep, like, for instance, let's say 50% of what she needs to know and learn has been done through this breakup. And then let's say she goes back and she learns another 25%. And then she goes back one more and she finally learns, right? This is how we learn, guys. We have to go through something. You think you're going to sit here on the earth school and just sit here and be perfect and just tell everyone else how they messed up, but never see the error of your own ways? Make it make sense. You have to go through friction. The only way the soul grows and expands is if you give friction to it. That's why you're here on earth. You guys need to start zoning out. It's getting embarrassing to be a human being at this point because everyone is so focused on their small city, state, country. No, I want you to, even the world is not big enough. When I say zone out, I want you to look at it from the cosmic sphere. I want you to zone out from earth and look at the entire record of your soul that is infinite. And you calling this a mistake is blasphemy. Like, I know that ain't the right word to use, but I'm trying to capture the energy of what that is because this is Source's doing. This is Source's child. Source brings all babies here. And the fact that you want to cut down Source and what Source says and what Source wants to bring a soul here, and you saying, nah, I don't care what Source says, go ahead and murk that baby. It is blasphemy. It absolutely is. Sometimes y'all need to learn when to speak and when to be quiet. Seriously. Seriously. Let me get another message. Man, I'm just sensing like 80 rock ballads. This is kind of what I see. I'm hearing just an epic song, a song that is going to be around forever. 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 This is the era that she's stepping into. It's very beautiful. And we can actually thank DDG for this. We can thank because guys, when we're dealing with relationships, I call these sparring partners. They're here to sharpen your sword, your spiritual sword. When you get through inflictions and pain, you guys are sharpening each other's sword so that when the next thing happens, it won't be as bad. You would have reached a higher level of understanding, compassion, right? And so we can thank him for this, for the making of Halle. It's beautiful. Halle, I am proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you for choosing life. You could have been selfish, like everyone wanted you to, and chose yourself. Chose money and more fame. then taking time off to do God's work, to bring sweet baby Halo into existence. And now we're all enjoying that smile, that laughter. We're all enjoying that. So that's the perspective, guys. Her energy is so lovely, guys. I don't want to actually leave it. Her energy is so beautiful. It's very motherly. She's in a very nurturing, motherly energy, guys. And Holly is taking time to mother herself, right? I see her loving on herself. And this is amazing because most women, most young women don't get to that point until much, much later. So yeah, I'm excited about the music, Hallie, and I'm going to keep you in my meditations and my thoughts and my prayers because you are a special soul to me. You are a special soul, and the world needs more of souls just like you. Okay. So guys, I'm going to pull one more message for us here. Okay. One moment. Okay, guys, I'm just pulled a message from my book, The Great Expansion, A Cosmic Bible for the Ages. This is book 1, The Ego Divide. You can pick this up on Amazon. I just opened to a random page and felt that this message is pertaining to this very important session today. Do you think that one person could do this task by themselves? There are many hands in creation. If someone thought they could tackle this assignment alone, we would call them irrational and illogical and question their sanity. When we assert that God as a singular being has created all things, we disregard the other people, gods, goddesses, and higher dimensional beings, and even ourselves. In reality, no one can do this alone because one creation always leads to the next. We exist in a constant state of expansion, which is self-evolution. Each data point builds upon the next. We cannot progress without building upon what has already come before. We are all integral parts of the expansion of Source. Okay, so basically what I'm saying here is one creation leads to the next. God created Halle, DDG, to now lead to the next creation called Baby Halo. Baby Halo now will have his own children in the future, and that will lead to the next creation. We are part of the great expansion of Source. This is the point. So when you say that Halle should have marked or not had baby Halo, what you're saying is that God's plan is not divine. Source's plan is not divine. You're saying that you can do this thing on your own, or that rather God is doing all this without the help of us. See, guys, you don't understand your role here is big. If you're alive right now, especially right now, as we're going through the purge, the pole shift, the revelations, the exodus, if you are alive right now, you have great purpose. And so Source can't step down from being Source to come down here to the Earth School. So Source sets it up where it divides itself into different souls to come have a human experience for the great expansion. So you saying that she shouldn't have the baby Halo is you basically saying that Source shouldn't expand, that Source's divine plan isn't already perfect. That's what you're saying. You're messing with the ebb and flow of creation in itself. You think you're bigger than creation? Grow up. I'm done. I love you guys. I'm out of here, but that's my girl, Halle. I feel like a guardian of her soul in some way, and I'm gonna always protect her in the spirit. And yeah, guys, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you like to book your own quantum telekinetic reading, just go ahead and email me. Details are down below. Instructions are before humanity@gmail.com. Lego. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so it is as we walk together in divine love. Be well. Be well, guys.